Hi guys, this is Cliff and I trust you're all doing well. I'd like us to talk about emotional manipulation because this is a topic that is widely experienced by a lot of people out there. Some negative, some positive. So welcome all and let's get into it. Manipulation is the social influence aimed at changing the behavior or the belief of a person through emotional coercion. And it actually happens everywhere around us. There's an amazing Nigerian writer called Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie who once said that show people as one thing and only one thing over and over again, and that's what they become. This stereotype is a form of gaslighting, which is intentionally accusing someone of being a negative stereotype. There was an experiment that was done a few years back by Facebook, who worked in partnership with the University of California. Now, in this experiment, Facebook purposefully altered the feeds of around 700,000 users such that some only saw the positive stories on their wall while others only saw negative stories. Now, after about a week of doing this, it was noticed that when these viewers were posting their own updates, most of the time, they'd been influenced by the emotions that flooded the wall. People who were fed more negative posts, in turn, posted more negative posts, while those who received a swell of positive posts used more positive language while making their own posts. This rather controversial experiment just shows how easily our emotions can be manipulated, even in very subtle ways. We can easily be manipulated by the views of others. Now, gaslighting is one of the most popular techniques used by emotional manipulators. The term gaslighting was actually first used in a play in 1938, where a husband manipulated his wife, convincing her that she has a mental illness and is hallucinating by dimming their gas-fueled lights. Now today, the term gaslighting more widely refers to a form of psychological abuse where the victim is made to seem crazy. The reality of the situation is turned on its head so that the victims start to doubt their own logic and reasoning. Now, with the internet, the term is now widely used, but it's still best to understand the concept of gaslighting and how deeply it can affect someone. Now, take for example, children who grew up in an unstable home, where things such as abuse, alcoholism, and other issues that are vile often experience gaslighting at such a young age. These kids grew up to their parents asking them what was going on after witnessing it with their own eyes, but the parents instead tell them that nothing is happening and it's all in their head. The parents may not be actively trying to gaslight their child. More often than not, they think they're protecting the child from the harsh realities that they are forced with. In truth, though, all this does is make the child question their insanity and senses from such a young age, and so they grow up not being able to trust their own judgment or even that of others because, well, what if they actually didn't see what they said they saw? Gaslighting may be the most widely known emotional manipulation tactic, but it's not the only one. Emotional manipulators normally say something like, "If you loved me, you would do this," trying to guilt trip you into doing something that you would otherwise not do. It's seen most often in romantic relationships, where one party is trying to get something from the other that they're not comfortable with, or even in parent-child relationships, where the parent is trying to convince their child to go out of their way to do something for them. You'll hear things like, "If I hadn't given birth to you, you wouldn't be able to make a living, would you?" Or, "I worked hard to take care of you, so I deserve to be spoiled," even when the child, young or old, may not be in the best financial position. In a similar way, emotional manipulators often use responsibility as a manipulation tactic. You'll hear things like, "Well, I already booked the reservations," or "It's your job to do this, you're the man," or "I'm your partner." So they try to trigger the feelings of responsibility that would make it harder for you to say no to their request. When all of this don't work, emotional manipulators would resort to the most vile tactics like lying, targeting your insecurities, and straight up threatening you with bodily harm to get you to do their bidding. So consider your relationship. Are you in a manipulative relationship with your person? Do you feel like you're in a partnership with them? Or do you feel like you're walking on eggshells? Are both of you committing your fair share to making the friendship or relationship work? Or do you feel like you're the only one putting in the effort? How often do you say, or do they say, "I was wrong, I'm sorry"? Or would they instead threaten you to leave if you point out their wrongdoing? These are just a few signs to look out for that will help you figure out if you're in a relationship or if you're just getting the short end of the stick. Know that no matter how much someone tries to convince you, emotional manipulation is not a form of love. Relationships should be about love, friendship, and being partners. So while you consider if your partner, your friend, or your relative might be emotionally manipulating you, also look at your friendship, your relationships from the other person's point of view. Understanding and accepting wrongdoing is the first step in change. If we never admit to ourselves that what we are doing is wrong, then we'll never see reason to want to change. So before anything else, accept that you may have done wrong in the past. Retrace your steps to the last time you think you may have manipulated someone. Do the change. Let's create healthier, more satisfying relationships for all of us. It's only when we love genuinely that we'll be able to equally receive genuine love. You give some, you receive some. We are all guilty to some point of emotional manipulation. Just like this video, this word is me trying to manipulate you, hopefully, into becoming a better person. And for what it's worth, I hope it works. So I hope this word helps. And as usual, guys, let go and let God. Subscribe and like if you're feeling the vibe. Bye, guys.